doing spiritual work, energy work, intuitive readings, being a guide of sorts, spiritually, whatever your gifts are. It's not an easy path. You know, I know from the outside, it can sometimes look that way. People perform it as that way online all the time with their burning of incense and twirling around and love and light, and look at me walking skippity doo dah through the forest. And there is so much more to it. And I want to be as deeply open and grounded and human as possible in this. I want to be very transparent and honest, but there are also things that I just can't say publicly, and that's fine as well. But I will share what I will share here. And this will be an ongoing conversation because it's so nuanced and there's so many threads to pull and paths to walk down. And the one thing I would like to open up this channel by speaking to is the path itself and my sacred pause, as I'm calling it, in 2021, after offering this work for many years. I was offering readings and energy work for about 15 years at that point. And in 2021, I was getting bombarded with energy and attacks and people in my DMs, and I just had to take a pause. I just shut it all down. I took my website down. I'm like, something was happening. And I thought it was only going to be a year, a little bit of recalibration, deep work. No, here we are, 2026, and I'm just stepping back into the space now. So that's almost 6 years. And in that time, I have done deep shadow work, dark night of the soul, as some people call it. And it was insane, guys. It's been a wild ride in those 5 years. So much purging, just purging of shit. And I just needed to go within and take care of me. I needed to assess people around me, what I was offering, how I was offering, the energy I was in. And that took a lot of time. It took a lot of time to comb through those weeds. And so thankfully, I have a background in marketing and entrepreneurship. So I was able to lean on that. Cardinal has arrived. I'm outside looking at the bird feeder. And I was able to lean on that and work with people doing that work. And I love doing that work. And I might not ever stop. I might, continue to keep some clients doing marketing because I love being creative. I love designing brands. I love all that stuff too. But I am now stepping back into my space of offering the spiritual work and opening up my practice, opening up my books publicly again, to welcome in strangers. I did keep a handful of spiritual clients throughout that time, but I was very, very selective, and I had no presence online for about 6 years while I was in my sacred pause. And sometimes that's just needed, it just is. And I think that's where I'll end this video. And we'll continue this thread. It'll be an ongoing conversation. So if you're in a moment where you feel that you need a pause, maybe there is a lot of energy coming your way, maybe a lot of psychic attacks, maybe a lot of physical attacks, verbal attacks, and you're being bombarded by that. You need to protect yourself in whatever way you can. And there's ways of doing that. And definitely lean on your own ancestral practices for that as well, which is so important. They are there to help you. Spirit is there to help you. I know the past few years I've leaned on my own grandparents who worked with this land so deeply, who had their own ways of protecting themselves and own practices and traditions that were taught to them. And I really appreciate being handed down those teachings. And I really appreciate coming back into the space. So thank you.